So I know I'm a content creator, but I don't always know everything, and I kind of want your guys' advice. Hello everybody, I'm Roadblock, and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. So, I talked about this briefly in my video yesterday, where I'm not sure if I want to actually pull shards on my main account during a 2x for Sacreds. And I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about it and see what you guys think, because I know some of you, especially in my comment section, are further into the late game than I am. Some of you are maybe more of like hoarders. Some of you probably spend shards the minute that you get them. But I feel like I'm getting to a point, and I understand that, you know, I've been complaining a ton about hard faction wars, and pulling shards right now would be beneficial to me to potentially get some help for hard faction wars, but I don't know that I really care that much about pulling sacred shards during a 2x anymore. I feel like it would be better for me to save them for targeted events, you know, maybe a really good progressive chance down the line or something for very specific champions that would maybe help out my account more than just pulling during a random 2x and hoping that one of the legendaries I pull is the right one out of this, you know, massive collection of legendaries. Listen up, I just got a new promo link that you can use to follow along with me on my latest free-to-play adventure and get a free Elenaril as well as 3 more powerful epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Don't miss out on your chance to get Elenaril right after signing up, as well as Fayne, Uugo, and Tagoar as you progress through Raid. Click on my link right now and let's crush this together. And I wanted to kind of talk about this a little bit. So, case in point is going to be Faction Unity Champions. Faction Unity Champions are very difficult to get because they are not in the pool at all times. In fact, I wonder if it'll tell me. Let's find out here. Yes, so you can see here, Falmond, Dunelord, Fayne, Vizig, Teox, right? Boland, Freewalker. These are all Volcanos. These are all the Faction Unity champions. Now, I actually have a pretty decent number of Faction Unity champions on this particular account. I have Admiral Blacktusk. I have Heracletes. I have Boland Freewalker. You guys have seen me make videos on him a bunch. I absolutely love him. And I think that's all the Faction Unity champions I have on the account. So I don't have Aislinn. I don't have Fayne, who's really good. No Falmond. Who's the barbarian one? Gregor, don't have, right? So Vizig. I'm just making sure that there isn't anybody that I'm missing. Obviously Teox. I've got Boland. Who's the orc one? Argas. Yeah, I don't have him. Volcanos, I don't have. I've got Heracletes. Dark Elves is Ziklik, and then who's the Knights Rev? Oh yeah, Kaleth, right? So then I have, for this faction, obviously I've got Black Tusk, which I'm very excited to use. Don't have Tetsuya, and not this account, but my other account got Kaldor. So I don't have Kaldor, but because they are so much harder to get and you can only get them during 15x's, I kind of feel like they should be what I'm targeting at this point. And when I say that, I mean for my account. I want to be very, very clear that this is not advice for your account. This is not advice for a lot of accounts. It's oftentimes going to be better and more beneficial for your account to probably pull during a 2x depending on what you have and don't have. But realistically speaking, as far as non-void legendaries go, there's probably a few that I'm overlooking that'll be very particularly good in hard faction wars. But for the most part, I can't think of a lot of non-void legendaries at this point in time, with the exception, of course, being the Faction Unity champions that are going to make a large impact. One of the ones I can think of is Othorion. Very, very good option as a block buffs and decrease attack champion, and would be really, really good for my account because he not only does block buffs, but also enemy max HP. However, I do have Authoritrix I'm currently using as my block buff champion and decrease speed champion and decrease attack champion, right? She kind of does it all, plus a cooldown reset and turn meter fill. You know, she's proving to be quite valuable, and you know, so he's up there on the list of potential candidates to make a difference, but maybe wouldn't have as much of an impact on the account as I think he would. And then there are certainly a few other options in here that will help in hard faction wars, but let's say we take hard faction wars out of the equation, because be quite frank with you guys, I haven't done it in a couple of days. I've just been taking a break from it because it just makes me so darn mad. But you know, I've got such a deep roster, and certain factions would definitely benefit from other pulls, right? So I'm not completely oblivious to that fact. Like Lizardmen in particular, I've just been carried by Pythion basically the entire time. This is where Teox would be really good, Necmo Thar would be massive, Dracomorph would even be pretty good since I don't have anybody. Vargal is also, I think, a really good Lizardman who's probably slept on a little bit and could prove to be pretty useful for hard faction wars. I think. I'm not 100% on that, but they don't have a lot of non-void legendary options in Lizardmen, by the way. They need to get some love. But anyways, I think I've made my point, right? I just don't know if I should pull shards anymore during 2x's for sacreds, right? Sure, I could pull shards, maybe keep 8, you know, keep 6 would be for fusion, and then, but 8 just in case they demand more. I think it's better for me to potentially pull, not right now, but to target these pulls in the future for the faction unity champions during the progressive chances when they come up, because these champions are going to be far more impactful than the other ones that I might pull. Lizardmen's a great example, but we can even take Sylvan Watchers, right? Now, there are some really good non-void legendaries here that would make a massive impact. Feral and Glacid both are very, very good champions that I would love, that actually really almost need in some cases. But Kaldor is also going to provide a ton more, especially maybe even in hard faction wars. So yeah, what do you guys think? For those of you that are end game, are you at that point now? Like, is this a thing? Is this like a thing that end game players do, right? Do you just get to a point where you're like, you know what? I'm pretty stacked. I'm just going to target specific champions and save these sacreds because it just doesn't do me any good to pull right now. You know, is that a real thing? Or am I just kind of being greedy and a bit of a hoarder here? I don't know. I really don't know if this is like the right strategy for me or what. But I do know that when I watch other content creators, not even ones that spend a lot of money, they always seem to have like 30 sacred shards and more saved up, and they get to pull them during these really fun events where you have these chances to get Teoxes and Kaldors and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm just curious, and I wanted your guys' advice. I wanted to hear from you guys in the comments to tell me, like, have I reached that point? There are still some legendaries that I really want that could help me, but I don't know if just, you know, closing my eyes and sticking my hand into a thing and then pulling out a name and hoping it's the one Necmo Thar who I really want, right? Like, I feel like it would be better, at least odds-wise, when a Necmo Thar rotation comes around in a 15x and just pop, you know, 10 sacreds and see, oh, did I, or more, and see if I got him, right? So that's kind of my thought process. Like I said, I just wanted to know from you guys, like, what the concept is here. But now on my free-to-play, my main free-to-play, and especially the new free-to-play account, pulling shards is very, very important right now, and we need to be doing that. So we are going to continue to pull those shards. But overall, I just wanted to reach out to you guys, see what you thought, make sure that I'm not maybe being too ridiculous here. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video because we're going to be pulling some shards. So I'm very excited about that. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys later. Take care.